end SARS, end police brutality in Nigeria. This is a new dawn. It seems our leaders do not understand the time we are in. They fail to realize that time has changed. We don't seem to learn from history. Why is police brutalizing Nigerians? Why are we brutalizing ourselves? Why are police brutalizing Nigerians? Why are police, torturing, maiming, oppressing, harassing their citizens? It is totally unjustified. And we have to rise up to the plate because freedom is very, very important. Because if we don't say no, we can't have freedom. We can't live in freedom. It's been a long while. It's been entrenched in our system, in the country, that the police do not respect the citizens. And this has, caused a lot of problem in Nigeria. And now the citizens are rising up. Thank God they are coming up. Because if we don't do something now, it will be very, very difficult. They said that liberty lives in the heart and mind of humans. But once the liberty, is killed, there is no amount of constitution, there is no amount of law will save it. So if we don't do something now, it's going to be very difficult for us to achieve freedom. Because for 60 years, we've been languishing, we've been oppressed, we've been tortured, we've been treated in a degrading manner. Yet, our leaders don't seem to understand this. Now, it has resulted to Nigerians, coming out in masses to say enough is enough. We have to end the SARS. We have to end the police brutality. So it is something we cannot tolerate anymore, because what you avoid, you cannot change. How long are we going to tolerate police brutality? They've maimed a lot of people. They've caused a lot of confusion in the country. We can't continue like this. You see, you can fool people for a time, but you can't fool people all the time. Our political leaders, have been fooling Nigerians. They've been fooling the citizens. But it can't happen every time. So this is the right time for us to do something different. Because if we're expecting these people with oppressive mentality to change, they're not going to change. Because they've been trained, to dehumanize. They've been trained, to disenfranchise their own citizens. And they are the product of colonialism. They are the product of hatred. So their mind, have been, destroyed through difficult time, through colonialism, through indoctrination, So, and this has affected them. So we can't trust them. We cannot trust them anymore. Because once somebody's mind, once somebody has oppressive mentality, it is very, very difficult. And we have leaders who do not respect rule of laws. And we have leaders who do not believe in fair trial. We have leaders who do not believe in right to life. So there is no way we can change this except when we take the bull by the horn, as the Nigerian youths have decided to take the bull by the horn, to to walk on the street and say enough is enough. Because Nigerians have been pushed to the wall. We've been, harassed. We've been abused. But we say we can't tolerate it anymore because history is on our side. Because if we don't do something, if we don't change the narrative, if we don't change the story, nobody's going to change it for us. You see, it is our responsibility and obligation to make our country better. But where we can't do it, we cannot blame anybody, because it is our own responsibility to make our country better. Martin Luther said it. It is your own responsibility to make your country a better place. So if we can't make it a better place, foreigners will not make it a better place for us. If we don't rise to the plate and say, look, we have to demand for our freedom. This time is not only demanding our full rights, our full freedom, because without that, we will not have conducive environment on which our talents and gifts will thrive. So we need a conducive environment. And that conducive environment cannot be given. We have to take it by ourselves. If we don't take it by ourselves, our oppressors will not give it to us. The people we call leaders are our oppressors. They've been oppressing us. They've forgotten that time has changed. Because once the time has changed, there's nothing you can do. So they fail to understand that you can't solve a problem at the same platform for which it was created. So time has come for us to do a different thing. Time has come for us, to change the status quo. Time has come for us to improve our life. Time has come for us to make a change. And change does not come, on its own. People have to do it. People have to take responsibility. People have to, hold themselves accountable in order for us to have it. Otherwise, it's not going to come. Because freedom comes with a price. Freedom, demands more work. Freedom demands more action. And that is what we are seeing today. This is the first dose of freedom. And Nigerians are beginning to understand that, look, it can never be achieved unless they do something. And that is what we are doing. So I am appealing to all Nigerians to come out en masse to support the end SARS, to support the end of police brutality in Nigeria. Because if you don't support that, there's no way we can achieve it. Because if we are not united, it is going to be very difficult to achieve it. These people will be fighting the other way. These people will be fighting the other way. And then we can't achieve it. And we've shown religion this moment. We've shown tribalism this moment. And we've shown stupidity this moment. And decided to say, look, we have to do it ourselves. This is the road to freedom. The road to freedom is a high road. It's a high responsibility. And for us to do that, we have to be committed. We have to show a lifetime commitment. Because these people we are calling the police, they do not have relationship with us. They are stuck in the past because of the training, because of the way their disposition, or their mindset was formed. Because they've been brainwashed to think that the citizens are slaves. And because of that, they have to be treated like slaves. This is wrong. This is misinformation. This is, a wrong notion. So until we correct it, we won't have a change. Until we do something, we can't be great in our life. So this is why I am calling all Nigerian youths to keep the pressure, to stay the course, to mount this pressure so that we keep on moving till we achieve the right freedom, till we achieve the liberty that is necessary for us to thrive as people, for us to live as people. We can't continue to be living at the mercy of the politicians. We can't continue to live at the whim and, pandering to stupidity that the so-called leaders are ushering to us, are giving to us. We can't be eating from the crumb. We can't be served a cold meal all the time. So this is the time for us to make a change. This is the time for us to, change the status quo. Because if we don't change the status quo, we won't have growth. If we don't have growth, we can't solve our problems. And if we can't solve our problems, we don't have legacy. We have nothing to leave behind. We have nothing to leave for our children. We have nothing to show. And history will not forgive us. History will always say, what did you do? When you saw a situation, were you able to light up the candle? Were you able to light up the heart and minds of the people? We can't be dwelling in ignorance and thinking that we can make an inroad one moment. Ignorance is a choice. It is our choice to take freedom or to live a life of fear. If we continue to live a life of fear, we can't have freedom. If we continue to live a life of fear, there's nothing we can do. Fearless people do not do anything. You see, the world is being ruled. The world is being made better by the fearless people. Fear does not help any humanity. Fear does not help anybody. Because as long as you are living in fear, you can't have freedom. As long as you are living in fear, you cannot make a difference. We are here to make a difference. But the environment is not conducive. It is a toxic environment. It is a hostile environment. This environment got to be changed. And who is going to change it? By the masses. So we don't have excuse anymore. We don't have excuses anymore. We got to do it ourselves. Because the people who have elected to represent us are not doing the job. The people we thought that had experience, they don't have experience. The experience they claim they have is on a wrong thing. They have wrong experience. They can't deliver. So it is now the opportunity for Nigerians to have a clear eye assessment and start electing younger people, people who are creative, people who are innovative, to make a difference. Otherwise, we're not going to do it. Because these people are stuck in the past. They've been brainwashed, indoctrinated. They've been trained to see their fellow citizens as slaves. And because of that, they can't make a progress. Because of that, they can't make a change. Because of that, they are not ready. So thank God that things we thought that was impossible before has become inevitable. It has become a necessity. And that is the clarion call every citizen, every genuine citizen of Nigeria should embark on. A way forward, a way to get freedom, a way to liberate ourselves from the shackles of stupidity and bad leadership. Because the evidence is very clear. If a citizen is being harassed, if a citizen is being abused, it demonstrates that there's no leadership. As I'm talking to you, there's no leadership in Nigeria. Because the people are being tortured. Because there is no fair trial. Because there is no rule of law. Because people cannot, have a normal life. They cannot, there's no conducive environment to deal with their business, to do things in a different way, to bring that kind of innovation we require. So with this kind of bad leadership, we can't go anywhere. You can see it. This is 60 years. 60 years of mismanagement, 60 years of misrule. But we have to call it a shot. We have to say no. We have to say enough is enough. And start rebuilding our countries, start rebuilding our cities, to start rebuilding our structures, to start, bringing a new culture, a new law, a new value system that, that conform with human life, that conforms with, humanity, instead of values, that somebody cannot be associated with. So, to summarize, I am saying that the history is on our side. We need to press on. We need to stay the course. Because if we don't stay the course, these leaders, these oppressive leaders will destroy everything that we have. They won't be able to, push Nigeria. They won't be able to lead us to the right direction. Already we are in the wrong direction. So we need to change the direction now and start doing something and realize that, see, we cannot be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We need a change. We need a positive change. Thank you.